morning. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Elbows add in, a little wider stance, so you can get some movement through your body. Bending and extending, rounding and lifting and squeezing. And again, rounding, lifting and squeezing. Really open that chest, try one arm at a time, get a gentle rotation, use that elbow. And then walk those feet in and little step touch. Make sure your ball isn't where you're gonna fall over it. In a moment, we'll take 2 steps to our left in 4, 3, 2 left. We're going to stay here this time, step touch only, hand on your hips. Roll those shoulders up, back and down, open that chest, nice and broad, and press forward as you press those toes into a tap. Good. Now you're just going to keep those toes going, but you're going to change this into a pull back, and then we add a knee lift. And then you can make it more of a lat pull. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together and start your up and over. Get a nice rotation in that upper body. Stay tall through your spine. In a moment, we'll stay on the left in double time in 4, 3, double time. And last one, step touch. And we'll double time or take it 2 steps to the right in 4, 3, here you go. Keep going. Sorry. And let's leave it here, step touch only. And once again, hands are going to be here for a chest press with toes in front. Give it a good squeeze, feel that work in your chest, and then turn it into a pullback. And then you lift. And lat pull. Up and over you go. In a moment, we'll stay on the right and double time in 4, 3, here you go. And step touch, wide stance, bend and stretch it up, and then we bring those hands down. Just a little rock side to side, alternating shoulder, chest is open and broad. And center it, roll it under, extend it out. So cat and cow, standing position. Good, let's drop that right shoulder in, look over the left. And go the other way. Back through center, abs in, weighting your hips and your heels. Big deep breath in, and relax that down. We're just gonna start with a simple calf raise. So you're gonna have that ball between your calves. Walk your feet in till you find them in a parallel position, but you feel some action in your inner thighs and your quads. Down in your calves just a little bit, shoulders back and down, grow tall through that spine. We're gonna lift up, we're gonna try and pause for a moment at the top and gently lower. Lift and gently lower. Lift, pause and gently lower. You can keep your hands here for balance if you want, they can be out here. Or you can go into port bras arms. Kind of get that little pause at the top and a gentle drop. Maybe not drop. Good, 2 more. And then on this last one, we're gonna see if we can hold it up, even if it's just 1/4 of an inch off the ground. Maybe trying to go a little higher, holding, 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 squeezing, and gently bring it down. Let's move that ball right between our thighs. We're gonna go to just a single leg, so weight is on your left leg, right leg is wherever, out in space, and up we go with just that right leg. Or standing leg. Arms here, or movement out, or movement up. Hopefully that calf is feeling these by now. Two more. And then again, we're gonna try and pause at the top and hold and relax. All right, other leg, so other leg, just in case. Here we go, abs in and up we go. And again, you can have your arm out front, up top, out to the side, or movement in any of those directions. Almost there. Last 2. And we hold it up and bring it down. All right, let's stretch those legs out. So lunge forward with your right leg, back with the left. Left foot in line, lunge into that right one. Press that left heel down, long stretch from your head to your heel, and then bend that left knee to take a little deeper. Roll up on those toes, turn the toes in and the heel out and lunge. That should feel really nice. Bend that back knee, roll up again, toes go out, heel goes in, try and square the hips up, however, and lunge. And bend and bring it up. Left leg forward, right leg back, press that heel down. Bend that back knee. Roll it up, toe in, heel out, press it. And bend it. And bring it up. We'll go toe out, heel in, press, and bend. And then up we go. All right, before we head into a little more lower body work, we're gonna do a set of push-ups. So that ball can be between your thighs, or you can try it down between your calf again. That'll keep your feet fairly close together. You're gonna make your way down. And this first set is gonna be those Pilates push-ups. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders, you bend and straighten. It might be a small move, no worries. And then relax, press back, roll those thumbs up, so you get a little stretch here. All right, we are staying here since we're down. I want you to bring that ball behind your right leg for now. Double up if you need a little extra cushioning for your wrist. Find neutral spine. So abs are in, tailbone is long, right leg is gonna lift, holding on to that ball, flex through the heel, squeeze in, hamstring curl. And now keep that squeeze, press up. Two more. And then we're gonna put those two things together, squeeze in, lift up, squeeze in, lift up. Leave it at the top, give me a quick pulse, just 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, listen up. You're gonna sit on that ball. Bend your left knee, that's the one that was supporting, not working. Right leg goes out. And then you're just gonna roll forward and back on the ball a couple times. Knee can bend until you hinge forward. And then again, the leg might be bent or it might be straight. You're just gonna press into the ground to lift your spine to stretch that hamstring. Again, bent knee is fine. All right, rolling out of that, we have the other side to do. So ball goes behind that left leg. Flex to that heel, find a beautiful neutral spine, abs in, head in line with your spine. And then from there, squeeze in, hamstring curl, squeeze in. And then we're gonna push up, press up, keep that squeeze on the ball. And now we put those together, lift up and squeeze, lift up and squeeze. Almost there. And leave it up there, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! As you sit down, you're gonna bring that ball underneath you, maybe a little bit to the right. So you can extend that left leg, press tall, knee can stay bent, hamstring stretch. Or straight leg, totally up to you, whatever works for you. All right, well, we're down here, so we have one more set of push-ups. Again, that ball can be between your calves. This time you get to go wide stance, right? So nice wide arms, regular push-ups. The closer that ball is to your ankles, the closer your feet will be together, which means more challenge. When you are ready, come on up. Keep it going. Almost there. And relax. Ooh, press it back. Roll that ball, put your hand on it, let the palm roll back so you get a little stretch here, heel down, fingers up, and then roll up and over the other way, and then roll back, let the ball give you a stretch. Other side, roll back on the ball, fingers are up and wide, heel of the hand is down, roll it forward again, and then back again. All right, one leg forward, other leg back. Tuck those back toes, lengthen it out, try and have a long spine as you come on up. All right. Woo, now we're getting into a little more work with that ball, a little more lower body work. So the ball is coming on the front of your right leg and slightly behind the left leg. You're going to be working that right leg as you bend it and stretch those left toes forward and drag them back. So bending into it. As always, hands can stay at heart center. They can stay here. They can move with the movement. Good, last one, hold it out here, and we're gonna make a tiny move, we're gonna push out and down, out and down, out and down. 4 more, 3, last 2, and last 1. And then here we are, weight on that right leg, right knee is bent, left leg stretches, lift it off the ground, flex to the heel and squeeze in. Stretch and reach and squeeze in. Again, arms if you want, Nutmeg just got the mail. Good. Few more. This time, leave it there, lift that leg, squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in, stand up, squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Woo. Right leg in front of the left, abs in. Try not to hinge forward, but simply sit back and down as you slide that left leg back and then underneath you. Chest is tall. This is the one where if you wanted to, you could bring an arm up, same arm, opposite arm, both arms all the way up or halfway up, whatever. Almost there. And then reach back this time, keep all that weight on that right leg, extend through the spine, lift up, and then reach, 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 reach. 2 more. Woo. Fall on that left hip, right leg up and over. Push the hips over to your right, arms go left. And back down and around. All right, other side. Fall on the front of the left leg and behind the right. Abs in, grow tall through your spine. Sit into it as you reach forward and slide back. Two more like this. Not like that. Yes. Bring it out forward. This time, go an inch, an inch, an inch, an inch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Promise I wouldn't bring it beforehand. Stretch it out, lift it up, squeeze it in. Stretch it out, lift it up, squeeze it in. Arms if you want. Good, last one like this, reach it out, lift it up, squeeze, 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 stand it up. Squeeze, 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 and squeeze. Left leg in front, right leg behind, abs in. We're gonna do our best to sit down, not just pitch forward as we reach back and stand up. Reach back and stand up. Arms if you want, 1 or 2. And this one we hold back, we reach, and we're gonna go up and down, reach back. Last 2, last 1. Woo, ball on the right hip, left leg up and over. Hips go to the side, arm goes the other way. Beautiful, all right. So now my chair is vacant. So we'll use that. We're gonna stand nice and tall for this first round. Fall behind that right leg, but bend your left knee. Stand tall through that spine, lengthen the tailbone, shoulders out of your ears. Squeeze the ball, hamstring curl, glue the knees together. Gonna be a slightly different hamstring curl with those knees together. Curl, 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 curl. A little faster pace this time. Beautiful. Leave that squeeze. Leg goes directly out to the side. Try not to let it move forward or back. Other leg stays right underneath you. Two more. Leg stays up, abs in, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Beautiful. Now knee goes in, heel out. Flip it around, knee in, heel in, or knee out, heel in. Like you're making a figure eight here. Come on in. We'd love to have you join us. You pull your ball. Almost there. Nutmeg's gonna retrieve it for me, or not. And relax. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Tailbone goes way out behind you, arch through the spine, lifting, and then tucking around that tailbone under, and then press away again. Well, you guys must have seen where it went. There it is. Okay, other leg. You're standing tall. Ball is behind that left knee, right knee is bent, and left knee is further back than the right. And we just, oh, sorry, we keep them squeezed together, hamstring curl, curl, curl. Knees are touching, so we're gonna feel that more in those medial hamstrings. They're longer, skinnier, stringier. They get tired faster. And then we flare, lifting up. Good, leave it at the top, hamstring curl. Beautiful. Knee down, heel out, rotate it the other way, like a figure eight here. Almost there. And relax. And once again, we'll stretch that other hip. Left ankle crosses the right, tailbone out behind you. And roll it under. And extend it out. Beautiful. All right, turn that chair to face the front. Ball is going to be right toward the very front of it. You can sit up on top of that, but maybe don't pop your balls, so don't put full weight. Legs are apart, lift your toes, make sure they're turned out equally, your knees aren't caved in, abs in, standing up. I want you to think about from your head to your toes staying in a straight line as you, oops, as you tap that ball. Now, if that feels too easy to you, you're welcome to move the ball out of the way and tap the chair. If you do that, maybe you add some love to your arms here. So I'm squeezing in on the ball when I come forward. Adding on if you want, come down, lift the heels, come up. Come down with the heels, come up. Maybe add a little bit of a bicep with that. And then you're going to switch your feet, right? So now you're going to come down elevated, press into the heels to come up. Lift up, sit down, and then press into the heels. Almost there. Hope you're feeling these by now. And relax. Woo, shake that all out. We're going to sit on that ball. Actually, we're not. We're going to sit up against the ball in the chair. And I want you to really feel like that ball is pressing you forward. And then I'm gonna ask you to move it up between your shoulder blades, so it's definitely pushing you forward. And then I want you to push up against it and grow tall, tall, tall. So just a little isometric work here, keeping the chest open. I'm not squeezing the shoulder blades together. Arms can just rest to the side, release, press, release, press, release. So I'm using my abs, I'm using my torso a little bit. We're gonna make this smaller and smaller so that now I'm gonna try and just make it barely perceptible. Push back, push back, push back. Make sure the head is still with you. Good. And then keep that beautiful erect posture. All we're gonna do is extend that right leg, point it, open and close. Just a little bit of concentrated quad work. Flex through the heel. Two more. Beautiful. We'll stretch it in a second. Left leg up, open and close, toes pointed. Flex through the heel. And relax. All right. We'll do our typical stretch and then I'll give you a different one. So slide over till that right hip drops off. Tuck that leg back and arch into a stretch here. Arm can go up, over, other way. And then we'll do the other side. So let your left hip drop off. Tuck it back, arm up, behind you and over. And then we'll bring it up. The ball is coming to the ground. You won't need your chair, and you're coming to the ground. All right, so mosey your way to the ground, however. And we're gonna head all the way just to a seated position, give our heart rates one quick chance to come down before we move on. Ball is underneath your sacrum so that when you lean back, you're supported here. So head is in line with your spine, ears over your shoulders. They might have a tendency to be in front. So we're just hinged back. Abs should already be turned on. Arms out in a T. Try cactus arms. Try a V. Try overhead. T. Cactus V. I. T. Cactus V. I. T. Cactus V. I. Last time. T. Cactus V. I. Press into the ball, curl yourself, and come on up. And then we're going to come on down now. Hug that ball behind your knees and give it a nice squeeze. Let's put that ball between your knees and get a twist to one side. It'll be a gentle twist. And press through the bottom elbow to come back up and drop the other way. Oh, she got it. Good, good girl. So brilliant. Ah, all right. Let's get some final booty work through from our bridge pose. So feet are on the ball, heels back, toes up and over, knees together, lock them in place, squeeze them together, and lift up in your first bridge. That's your first option. Hover hands, that's your next option. Welcome to stay there. You could try hands up or down, rolling in and out. You could try lift and lower. You can do some combination of those things, roll out, roll in, lift up and down, out, in, up, down. Totally up to you, or just hover, holding however you want. Squeeze those knees together, whatever you're doing. And then gently down. Woo, hug each knee into your chest for a quick break. So we're going to go to single leg now, which means if you don't like single leg, you're going to do that 2 more times. If you want to do single leg, left foot is on the ball, but I'm going to roll it a little further forward, heel down, toe up. Whew, hands underneath to support, abs in, lift up. So this is pretty basic. Arm could be out, I could roll in and out, I could lift up and down. But the big jump is to lift that right leg up in tabletop or extended. And again, I can lift up and down, I can roll in and out. I can also lower and lift this leg. When I lower it, it's going to create more challenge. So you choose. And then right knee in, place it down. Let's give that left hamstring a little love before we move on. So really gently just hold on to it. No big deal quite yet. Deep breath in. Exhale gently. And then the elbows. See if you can come a little closer. And then maybe a little closer and over to the left. And then a little closer and left. And then back through center. And then finally bend and flex. And then extend. And put the left foot on the ground. Right foot is going to roll ahead so the heel is down, toes are up, deep breath in, exhale, lift it up. And again, option here, roll in, out, lift up, down, or the big jump is to lift that left leg up. And again, then you choose roll out, roll in, hips up and down, or left leg up and down. And knee in, bring it down. Ooh, very gently grab that right hamstring. No cranking on it quite yet. And then as you're ready, bring it in a little and over to the right. Deep breath in. Exhale maybe a little deeper. And then back through center. Beautiful. All right, let's grab that ball, prop ourselves up so we can scoot it right underneath those shoulder blades. Elbows out in a T position, knees together, big toes touch. Exhale, push into the ball to lift your torso a tiny bit higher. Rotate toward me, but don't let the knees separate. Don't let the knees move toward me. Inhale, center, other way. One more this, like this. And then we're going to keep the chin in the exact same position. We're not going to lift and lower it, but we're going to lower the head back, close the ribs. All right, and then we put those two things together. So I'm going to go down, up, rotate one way, back to center, down, up, rotate the other way, center, down, up, first direction, down, up, second direction, back to center. Option, create a longer lever. I'm going to cradle my head, make sure you are cradling your head between your biceps. Up and over you go, come back to center, rotate the ribs, center, down, up, rotate the other way, and center. Down, up, rotate first direction, center, down, up, rotate the other way. Good. One more round. And finish. And go ahead, pull that ball out from under you. Woo. Put it on the fronts of the knees, take a little rock side to side. And then roll over onto one side. Prop yourself up. Give yourself a little extra cushioning under the bottom elbow. We're going to be doing our side plank. Sorry, guys. So you can be here, toes in the air, or you can be straddled top leg in front of the bottom, or you can be stacked. You're going to put the ball where it barely touches, open the chest, and then love the ball, get off. Love off, love off. And gently down. You can stick with that option if you don't like the balance, and by this time you probably know, bottom foot on first, lots of space for the arch of my top leg. I'm gonna come up, and then once I'm up, I'm gonna try and straighten out my legs and hold here. If you wanted, you could do a tiny roll in, baby pike of the hip. Don't have to. It might create chaos, as it did for me. 2 more of whatever you're doing. And then let's go to the other side, please. So once again, side plank on the other side. Shoulder, push it back, lift up out of it, engage the lats, protect that shoulder. All 10 toes up in the air, or top in front of the bottom, or stack them up. And then that ball, wherever it just touches, love it and get off. And then, as always, you can stick with that. You can take a break and come back to it. And I'm going to head into that balance demo, bottom leg on first, ankle, top leg, foot, and then up we go. Option to do a little hip lift. And let's meet over on our abs now. So as you come down, ball is going to be off the mat. One leg is straight, and as you bring it down, the toes are touching the kneecaps are lifted. Other leg lift, straighten out. And then arms are out in front of you, forehead on the ground. First thing I want you to do is push your pubic bone into the ground, lift your abs, lift your knees, press on the ball to lift your upper body the tiniest bit, roll the shoulders down your spine, and then exhale down. So inhale by lifting the knees, pushing into the pelvis, lifting the upper body. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale, down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift and squeeze, roll. Inhale, hold, and down. And just continue that for me, please. And relax. Let's use that ball to sit back on, give ourselves a nice little bit of extra space for shell stretch. Bring that ball between your thighs. Just give me a little cow cat, undulate through that spine. And then we're going to bring that ball to the center of the mat so that your waistline can sit on it. Elbows underneath your shoulders, head in line with your spine, pre-plank. So shoulders out of the ears, nod yes. Push away with the collarbone, the chest, the ribs, and then the hips come up. So the ball is barely touching you. So same thing we've been doing, you're going to tap it and lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. Now I could do this with my whole body, but I'd like you to do it just with the abs if possible. They tap, they lift, they tap, they lift, they tap, they lift. Same thing, you could roll onto the fronts of the thighs and do that same action. Or finally, you could tuck your toes, and if you choose to do that one, instead you're going to roll forward and back, getting a stretch in your calves as you do that, and also making sure that you don't create a flat tire on that ball. And you can continue this. I'm previewing where we're headed next, which is that balance on your forearm plank. And since it's both legs, it's a little easier than that side plank. I'm going to put it kind of underneath my ankles so that when I come up into my plank, I'll have the ability to tuck my head, look down at my abs, and pike it up a wee bit before I come back into my plank. Count 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the belly button in as you pike it up. Come back to your plank. Hold it for 4 seconds before you move on. So you're either holding any of those planks or you're plank piking, and let's be done in the next 10 seconds. And you'll be meeting me on your spine with the ball behind your right knee. Left knee is bent for now. I'm gonna interlace my fingers on the top of the right shin so that I can compress the ball and pull that knee in toward my right shoulder. Opening a little to the right and then back through center, just a seesaw side to side. And then I'm gonna squeeze it in and let it move away. And then I'll put all that together to create circles in both directions. And then I'm gonna bring that ball toward me so that my ribs and thighs start to attach. I'm gonna flex through that right heel. Leave your left hand to pull the ball down. Use your right hand to play with your feet, your right foot. And then center you go. Roll the ball up to your ankle, point your toes, flex your heel, feel a deeper stretch, and then roll that ball down to the hamstring. Stretch the left leg out on the ground and push the leg against the ball, arms against the ball, and then both at the same time so there's no movement. And then release that. Bring the ball out. Big circle with your right leg in both directions. And relax. Hopefully that right leg feels way better than the right knee. Bring that ball behind your left. And then again, I'm going to compress that ball in between the calf and the hamstring, pulling in a little bit over to the left, and then midline of the body, little side to side action, compressing on the ball. And then I'll try in and out. And I'll put those together. Both directions. And then I'm going to flex and bring that thigh to the rib cage. Reach down with your left hand to pull the toes back. Use the right hand to keep the ball in place, and you can move through that foot. And then back through center, the leg goes, ball goes up, point, right leg out on the ground, flex through it, flex through the left heel. And then ball rolls down, and we'll press the thigh, the hamstring into the ball, and the arms against it, and then both at the same time. Release for a moment. And then big circle with that leg, and lay it down. Bend both knees, soles of the feet go together, a little froggy position here, just opening those inner thighs passively. And then bring the ball underneath that right thigh for a moment, hug that left knee up into place, and then right ankle crosses over. You can leave the ball alone at this point, or you could bring it behind the left hamstring to make your thread the needle a little deeper, because you have to reach to the other side of the ball. Little rock side to side if you like, and then compress the ball if you're holding it between your left hamstring and calf. And once again, hug those knees up and over to the left, and over they go to the left, but you have that ball there, so if that feels like too deep of a stretch, let the knees hang out on the ball, or the top knee anyway. As you come back through center, uncross, cross the left over the right, and again, you have the option to put the ball behind the right, but you don't have to. Just deepens that stretch as you bring it closer. And then we'll cross those knees all the way over. And then once again, I can drop to the right as is, or I can put the ball there and drop. Totally up to you.